let's admit it, if there is a show called Fabulous People of Bollywood, it has to be Kareena Kapoor Khan and Masaba Gupta. I mean, you'll have to be there. So firstly, a huge congratulations and welcome to India today. Congratulations, because you're part of something which is revolutionary in ways, an audioverse by Marvel on Audible. I mean, this is something unheard of. So I want to know from you all, when the offer even came to you, especially Kareena, when they said that we want you to play Black Widow's character in this, were you up instantly, or did you take a little while, like, okay, let me think?
No, I was just like, it's such an iconic character. Like, you know, I don't know, will I be able to give do justice to it and, you know, make it my own, because that's the whole idea, is to own that part, you know, however, whether you're acting in it or whether you're lending your voice to it. And Saif actually kind of told me that there's only you that can play Black Widow, and he was like, I'm actually serious, because he's a huge Marvel fan, and he's like, knows like the whole universe.
I mean,
that's him. He's that typical kind of guy, you know, who loves that Marvelverse, and you know. So I was like, really? So I said, yeah, and then they started sending me the stuff, and I read it, and I think that the way she is so fierce, I kind of resonated with it, and
she's fierce, and I mean, anyone who knows Bebo, they know.
So I'm kind of looking forward to now, waiting for the dub to happen, because we haven't dubbed it as yet, but we are going to start soon.
But Masaba, for you, what was that, like, what clicked with you for you to say? I mean, of course, Kareena being one of the reasons you just mentioned on stage, but apart from that, what really struck a chord with you to say that, okay, let me try something, this is new, this is something that no one has done before?
I mean, Marvel. Like I said, you know, this is not the kind of stuff that comes your way every day. It doesn't even come once in 5 years, at least for me, you know, and which is why I said absolutely. And of course, the second reason was Kareena, but I think largely just the challenge of it, because I kept thinking about it. Once I said yes, I just kept thinking about, how would I do this, and what's it going to be, what do you think the lines are, you know, how am I going to emote? So I just think the challenge of it was what got me going.
Because I remember when Masaba season 2 came, one of the biggest compliment that you had been getting was the fact that, oh my god, the transformation in acting per se, because you just like, you know,
and now there's 2 people in season 1.
Really? No!
I was 10 kgs up when I shot season 1 in 2019.
You looked slim.
No, I did not.
You will never be happy, Masaba.
That's true. I'll never be happy. I'll be like, I have to go.
And voice acting is also very challenging. I mean, because you have to literally imagine everything that is happening around you. So what, are you like mentally prepped, or are you prepping, drawing references? Like, how are you working on to ensure that you get the skin of the character right?
You know, I spent some time with Mantra, the director for the series, and it blew my mind. The way he sees it, but also the way I see it so differently, yet we are kind of on the same page. That was what I think I said, I will do more of this, you know, spend more time with him and understand this, understand the emotion, because it's so easy to, I wouldn't say easy, but it's relatively easier to have a face and expressions and this and that and body language, and the physicality of it makes it easier to communicate with the audience. But here it's just your voice. So I think that's something I'm working on with Mantra, to make sure I don't mess it up, because it's too big an opportunity to be like, I'll half-ass it.
Definitely not with Marvel for sure.
Half-ass Marvel.
But you know, like she mentioned, Kareena, for you as well, because we know that you're a phenomenal actor when it comes to on screen. I mean, for me, just recently I was watching Lal Singh Chaddha again, and I mean, just watching you on screen is sheer pleasure, genuinely. But that is because you have so many people around you to sort of support you. But when it is an audioverse, you're literally depending on your imagination and what your director is saying at that point. How do you approach that then?
I think that, it is very different, because you don't have, like, you know, there's no support structure on screen. Like when you're dubbing, normally you always have the visual. But I think that, it's all about your mind, and, you know, you have to kind of imagine everything. And like Masaba once also said that the Marvelverse is action-packed. It's like a lot of movement, action, turning, falling, you know, using of hands, legs. And like, you know, you have to just imagine that. And like, with that voice, like that fall, you know, make that sound, do it, you know. So it's going to be quite tough. But we're up for the challenge.
Yeah, because I saw the little demo that we did, and I was so amazed. I'm like, oh my god, because I saw the excitement on her face. Like she's like, okay, this is exciting, this is fun. And I know
I loved doing it. It was really, I think everyone was vibing off each other. You could really feel that they're in the character.
And I feel that this is also Marvel's first attempt to sort of reach out to the Hindi audiences here, because this isn't Hindi. How do you see that change? Because for the longest time we've been dependent on, and we have been only looking at Marvel
Hollywood.
from West point of view. This time it's literally changed to us seeing it from an Indian point of view, because we have you all giving your voices and like making it relatively very relatable.
Yeah.
How do you see that change now? Because everything is going global.
It's great because firstly, I'm somebody who's an advocate for everything homegrown India. I love that, and I also like the idea of that India is its own sort of, we're kind of a part of the world, but we do our own thing, you know. And I think just to have them feel like India and Hindi as a language is such an important piece is incredible. I mean, there's nothing more India than Jaideep Ahlawat. There's nothing more India than Saif Ali Khan and
nothing
Kareena.
more Indian.
Exactly. No, there isn't.
I'm a Punjabi desi.
It's incredible. And Rajesh Hirji, I mean, come on, we've been seeing him forever. And I think that just to think that it is important enough as a territory is incredible. And I would just say, I hope this is the start of many more.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will be.
A movie maybe, no? Also.
I would love with like really fresh Indian superheroes that we see there. What do you think about it in general also? I mean, because I think it's long overdue that we have a superhero film based in India, where we have like you all do like.
But we have, now we've had
stuff.
But like a proper full-fledged.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be up for it if something like this comes to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think if like a Marvelverse kind of a whole setup comes, I mean, definitely. And Black Widow itself, the character that I'm playing is, I mean, like, it's just like, oh my god, like it's every woman's dream, because like, she's cool, but yet she's, sharp and powerful. So, I mean, and anyway, I love playing characters like that.
But you have been a trailblazer, Kareena, in a lot of ways, like in each aspect, I would say, not just acting, but otherwise also. Do you ever I know that you don't take these decisions consciously, it just happens to be, it comes naturally to you. But do you get affected by the repercussions perhaps sometimes on social media or whatever you say? Do you ever get bothered?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't get bothered at all about any of this, because I think there's so much more to a world and life apart from, people just trying to pull down each other. Because once you kind of allow any negativity to affect you, I think it kind of, it does. So in my life, there's no space for that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I take notes from Kareena's book,
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, you have to deal with life in a certain way. You just be like,
yeah.
No,
what would they do?
Once she goes back home to her family, I think she's like, whatever.
Yeah. I don't care.
Who I am. Outside, I'll do my job, and I come back home and I'm like,
but that's the best way to be in, I think, in this world and in this industry, that's the best.
But if not Black Widow and if not Lisa, which other Marvel character would you have want to like voice act?
Your favorite one? What?
Yes, I can't be Spider-Man.
You never know.
I mean, I don't know if this is Black Panther a Marvel?
Yeah.
Part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, listen, my biggest dream is to be in Black Panther.
Wow. Is
Wakanda
MCU
forever.
listening? I hope they listen to this.
Yeah.
I think any character from there, maybe the Queen.
I think that I'm just born to be
Play
a
Black
Black
Widow.
Widow. I think so. Like,
I agree.
my own husband feels that. So, I think so.
Lovely. But lastly, I also want to know from you all, of course, this audio verse we are really looking forward to, but I'm also excited for your upcoming lineups, especially the crew. I loved the announcement, the fact that 3 absolutely gorgeous women from the industry are coming together. Yeah. How do you look at it? Give us a little bit of deep. When do you start? How did it all happen?
I think it's all like it's Ria's brainchild, and it's just, she just masterstroke in casting, and it's such a amazing story, and I'm so looking forward to working with Rajesh Krishnan. He's such a good director, and yeah, we're going to roll now end of March.
Okay, lovely. And what about you? Are we seeing a season 3 for Masaba finally?
Well, I hope to start filming sometime soon, but you know, I did do something very out of the ordinary. I shot a little song for a film which is going to come out early next year.
You
it's
even
my
rapped
first-
for
danced and
I've
all?
danced and all.
I want to see these
It
pictures.
is, I will
Masaba.
show you videos.
Kidding it?
It's like, it's very nice. It's not a typical dance. It's a beautiful performance. And I really enjoyed it, and I worked very hard for it and rehearsed, and that's like I can't wait for it to come out.
I can't wait. After seeing you rap in season 2, I definitely cannot wait for this to happen for
Yeah,
sure.
so that, and other than that, just House of Masaba all the way.
There are so many things that you're doing. Let's not they'll kill me because it's going to extend time. But thank
No.
you both of you.
Thank
and
you.
congratulations to you once again, Masaba.
Thank you so
I
much.
had such a huge smile seeing the pictures, and just wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
And Bebo,
Thank you.
I always love chatting with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.